Now, this is quite strange, guys. Why? Weird how the old gold-backed US Treasury note has a big X on the back. Really prominent too, as we see right here, guys. This is fascinating, right? United States of America. What do we see right there? An X. Now, remember, the past proves the future, right? Because we live in some type of simulation. So how does this work? It seems like whatever events take place, or major events that take place on the world stage in the past, right? Quote unquote past, because there's really never a past, but at the same time there is, because the present is only in the now. So most, if not every major event that takes place in the past usually or has to occur in the future, right? Because it's a pattern. If you go down here though, on July 6, 1785, the US authorized a new currency, the US dollar. Day one of hell. Now, it's a crazy world we're living in, guys. What's fascinating here is, look at this. Gold backed, right? Gold backed. And what have we been hearing all this time? That gold will be coming back into play. They took it off the gold standard, and now it seems like we're going back onto that same system, guys. But it's going to be in the future, right? Do we see how this all works? And it's fascinating as well, because we have seen a lot of multiple X references with who? Or with what? XRP, Mr. Poole, Elon Musk, right? This is how it all interconnects, guys. And XRP will be the heart of the new financial system that's inbound, right? That's my opinion, though. In a few years maximum, guys. The price will go to the moon. People's minds can't comprehend it, hence why they laugh when you suggest $1,000 per XRP. It will go way beyond once all is said and done. Their jaws will drop and smiles wiped off for not investing. Look at this, guys. Each block, and it goes way beyond this image, is 100 million. All of this will flood into XRP derivatives. Derivatives were always the end game. You have no idea what's coming for XRP. So we do see this new system that's brewing, right? That's boiling up in this pot, and it's about to erupt, guys. But all they need is to set it off, right? With what though? A crisis, right? And it seems like we're getting closer each day. From XP Pharaoh, quote, "You think they're gonna let all of us get rich?" End quote. Meanwhile, you're just a grain of sand on the beach. Exactly, guys, right? The new 1% visualized. Look at that. People who own XRP. Whoa, that's crazy. Look how tiny the XRP community truly is, guys, right? Compared to everyone. Compared to the rest of the world, guys. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Right? This is what? This is how we create the new 1%, guys, right? The new quote-unquote elites. Crypto Bullet Sweetout. The structure for XRP is pointing towards $25 as median price and $160 as an outlier. So what do we see right here? Basically, XRP on the monthly chart. Now, I do believe, guys, that we will see three digits one day. How we'll get there? Possibly by flipping the switch, but in my opinion, we gradually get there, right? Look at the previous bull run, skyrockets, right? It wasn't a flip of the switch moment because the world wasn't ready back then. So I believe we're going to repeat the same pattern, possibly, guys, right, to the future, which is now, which takes XRP towards what? 3 digits, guys. Throughout the way, people will be selling immediately, right? Imagine when XRP is at $10, guys. Do you understand how many people will sell their XRP at those prices? I'm going to sell my XRP as well, but very little amounts, guys. Very small portions, right? If you go down here, when can we reach these prices? Fame21 more replies, "I don't agree with the price targets, but the structure looks legit. Everyone is criticizing you, and it will probably look something like that. 2024-25 is the golden time, in my opinion." What do I believe, guys? I mean, as I stated again, people cannot comprehend or imagine a high or XRP being at a high price, right? But could people understand what took place throughout the world in the past several years? Most likely not back then as well, right? So guys, everything can be flipped on its head at any moment in time, right? That's the thing. We're living in strange and weird times, right? So prepare for anything possible, guys, for anything to take place, any situation. Now, I do believe many people will be priced out, meaning XRPs will pump, a lot of people will sell, and then the collapse sets in, right? More people now sell because so much fear everywhere, and then they finally flip that switch, right? The time frame, you guys already know, we talked about it many times before. I'm going to, by the way, I have been preparing my special macro video on my second channel, and it's going to come out soon. It's going to be a good one, guys. Now, Bloody Crypto Cito, get ready! Bank announces closure. Uh-oh, what's happening, guys? 2023? It has started. As I predicted, CBDC is coming.
The bank HSBC is to close 114 branches across the UK from next April as part of modernisation plans. It says there's been a decline in the number of customers going into its premises, while the use of its digital app has almost tripled. Our business.
6 p.m. on the 30th of November 2022. HSBC has just announced branches from April next year will be closing. There's going to be nearly 200 branches that are closing. So I've been predicting this. I've uploaded many uploads with regards to this. CBDC is coming. If you haven't prepared or you think it will...
There we go. There we go. Again, even without this video, guys, we do know what CBDCs are inbound, right? Everything's isolated at this point in time. The system is breaking down, guys. They need something new, right? What could that be, though? What could that be, right? Maybe, perhaps this. World Economic Forum. Its influence and control now extends to legislation and regulations in the United Kingdom. They appear to have seamlessly replaced the EU. Regulation for the fourth industrial revolution in partnership with the WEF. Wow. Again, the fourth industrial revolution, guys. These people are telling us in front of our faces, but most people do not want to wake up. What's happening, right? This is how the transfer of wealth takes place, guys. This is how the new 1% is born, right? Out of the destruction, out of the ashes of the old world, basically. Listen to this, though. Here's a personal account for how digital ID, central bank digital currencies, social credit systems operates in China. Central banks and governments are nudging us towards this. We cannot let this happen. Wake up before it's too late. Uh-oh, guys. Wow. Again, we already talked about this. We talked about how China is ahead of the curve. Does that mean the rest of the world needs to catch up?
If you go to China, they're piloting it a few years ago in Shenzhen. So I lived overseas. If you go to Shenzhen, back in 2017, they already had facial recognition cameras there. So if you jaywalked in Shenzhen, they would immediately detect that and send you a notification, and they would deduct money from your what they call WeChat account. They use two main apps, WeChat and Alipay. So you can actually deduct your money directly from your account. This is 4 years ago, so this is not like some sort of conspiracy theory. It's not something that's going to happen 10 years into the future. This happened pre-corona in China. And so this system in China that exists is extremely advanced. They can detect if it's a man or a woman. They can guess your age. They can detect what kind of car model it is, who the manufacturer is. This is a sort of technology that we see in all these dystopian sort of films and whatever. And people keep putting it off and thinking that this is something that's going to happen later in my kid's lifetime or my grandkids. It's already here. And if this gets implemented anywhere, especially in a Western nation, it's not going away. Asking if you ate 3 pizzas this week because it's unhealthy. If you buy certain books in certain countries, your country doesn't like you. You'll lose points in the social credit score system. So this is already the reality of the world in certain places. And we need to be aware of that if we don't want that or if we do. It's total control. Everything you do or don't do will be calculated to the point where if they can detect your GPS signal, if you have a phone on you, they can detect who you're hanging out with. Oh, you're hanging out with somebody that said something bad 9 years ago on Weibo, okay, like a Chinese equivalent to Facebook or something like that, right? Oh, you lose 2 points. Oh, you bought Japanese books, you lose 5 points because you don't like Japan. This is what is going to come here because it's already there.
China, China, China. Again, guys, it's crazy because we talked about this, how it takes place over there, right? The testings and whatnot, the experiments, and then it comes and branches over to the West, right? So, will we the people let this happen? Of course. Why? Because they're going to give universal basic income and people will become comfortable, right? In the time of distress. From Gold Telegraph, emergency situation amid the energy crisis, right? Germany's largest state has declared an emergency situation amid the energy crisis in order to be allowed to take on more debt. More debt, more debt, more debt is the name of the game. Remember, there's an energy crisis. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that is a commodity CFTC chair. But wait a minute, it's still not safe. Why? It doesn't matter if they state whatever they state because of what scalability issues and proof of work. It's game over, guys, right? Then we have here, sounds like the SEC might prepare to go after Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is not safe as well. So we got Bitcoin not safe. And now Ethereum, the only coin that's in the gate of clarity and out of the gate of clarity, plus all these elites support this digital asset is what? XRP. All the proof is in the pudding. How don't people see? It's mind-boggling to me. Now, last but not least, from Hegophilion. If you're one of those people that puts quote-unquote when moon on every post or every one of our posts, the answer is January 9th, 2023. There we go, guys, right? A very exciting time on the horizon. The next few months are going to be ballistic, guys. I'm prepared, and I'm ready. Let's see what takes place at the end of the day. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's all for you guys are interested. If you guys are please, guys, amazing day, anyways. See ya.